Hey all, Rob Schreiber here with San Diego North Young Life, and want to share with you some of the things that we've done this fall in trying to reach kids. So typically, Young Life leaders and wildlife leaders and Capernaum leaders, Young Lives leaders, we all go to where kids are. And for us in California, kids are not in school. So we got to figure out, how do we go to kids? And kids are at home. So we have landed on showing up to kids' homes. And I would say probably since summer through Christmas break, we've visited kids' homes about 1,000 times. And it has looked like we just do simple deliveries from Easter candy to Otter Pops to welcome back to school goodie bags and the like. Then we've also have done what we call Club on the Porch. And that is where we show up with a fun game that is, we're not giving them a lot of stuff to handle and touch, and if we do have anything, it's easily washable in between things, between homes, and we let kids compete against all the other kids. So we'll do 3 wildlife clubs all competing against each other. The high school club will do its thing. Our Capernaum club will do another. And then we design games for us. We want a game that allows us to easily determine a winner. Whoever does something the furthest, the fastest, the most, whatever. And that way, when we determine a winner, we can do a surprise awards ceremony back at the porch, back on the driveway in the home. So we arrange with the parents to say, hey, what's a good time for you to send your kid out outside without them knowing we're hiding behind the bushes and the cars in the driveway. And we've got confetti cannons, we've got a sound system, we're playing We Are the Champion, and we've arranged what the kids' favorite meal is from their favorite fast food restaurant, and then we enjoy a meal out on the back porch with the kids. So we've also done in the spring, we called it a sidewalk graduation ceremony, where for our 8th graders and our seniors, we showed up in cap and gown. We brought them a cap. We got them a diploma. We gave them a fun little goodie bag, and just ways to really individualize and to celebrate them in the midst of these times where things just aren't the same and aren't normal. So I would encourage you to think through, how can you show up? We divide all of the kids through the leader database, and so the same leader goes to the same kid's house. And we've got really fun stories of, in the beginning, some kids were kind of meh with their leader showing up and almost looked kind of put off and inconvenienced and uninterested. And then about the 5th or 6th time, Dad answers the door, and it was around dinner time, unfortunately, and he seemed kind of put off. But then all of a sudden from the background, you heard the wildlife kid, Dad, I gotta do it. John's here. And totally had transformed, where they had really just built a rapport, built a friendship, earning the right to be heard, where we kept showing up, and the kids really ended up looking forward to it. And so divide them up, kind of cluster them together, maybe geographically, so that leaders are doing a shorter route and not zigzagging, crisscrossing all over town. For the most part, we had guy leaders go to guys' houses, girls go to girls. If they're siblings, then that one leader just does both for the siblings. Some fun benefits of doing this was we discovered that they had younger siblings. We met a lot of incoming 6th graders unknowingly. When we kept showing up and we're doing stuff outside on the sidewalk and on the porch and the driveway, then their friends are like, hey, what are you doing? We met new kids by doing this. Other ways to kind of take it to the next level could be that you could do this with any of the Young Life ministries, where you bring kind of your key kids, your student leaders, your campaigners, and you're modeling ministry and doing it with them. But then the other fun benefit is you could say, hey, who are some friends of yours that have never come to club? Let's go to their house. And that kid is the conduit to them opening the door. They recognize their friend, and this Young Life leader is just kind of the tag along. And then they kind of get worked into the fold and worked into the route of meeting them. The other fun benefit has been, we have met I can confidently say, being a Young Life staff person for 25 years and mostly wildlife, and recognizing the importance of trying to meet parents, but I have met more parents and had more conversations with parents in the last 6 months than I have in the last 3 years combined, easily. You show up, especially for me with middle school boys, they've only got so much conversation in them, and they try and just like disappear off the front porch and back into their house. But the parents like, oh, an adult, a human, face to face, and have gotten to know people. I discovered that one parent was involved in Young Life 25 years ago in some small town in Oregon, and discovered the mutual relationships, and really fun to discover that. So you get to know kids a lot better. You stick around and ask them fun conversational questions and getting to know them. You have meals with them. You get to know the parents. And so it has just been an absolute win for our area. And fast forward however long it takes to when we're allowed to meet in a room like yesteryear and pack it full of kids, we will still continue to figure out how to do some form and variation of showing up to kids' houses for their graduations. We've been doing kids' birthdays. I'm a weird half birthday knucklehead. So this 2021, January through June, we're going to visit every kid on their birthday or their half birthday. So we'll acknowledge every kid in the database on their birthday or half birthday, and got a lot of fun ideas I can share with you. So just kind of think through why to show up and just keep showing up. If kids are stuck in their homes doing virtual school, this is where they're spending the majority of their time. And so I can't advocate enough to just tap into Holy Spirit inspired Young Life creativity and figure out ways to show up and what to do. So blessings to you on this adventure of considering what does it mean to show up to a kid's porch.